Deuteronomy 15, the year of canceling debts. At the end of every 7 years you must cancel debts. This is how it is to be done. Every creditor shall cancel any loan they have made to a fellow Israelite. They shall not require payment from anyone among their own people, because the Lord's time for canceling debts has been proclaimed. You may require payment from a foreigner. You must cancel any debt your fellow Israelite owes you. However, there is no need for poor people among you, for in the land the Lord your God is giving you to possess as your inheritance, He will richly bless you, if only you fully obey the Lord your God and are careful to follow all these commands I am giving you today. For the Lord your God will bless you as He has promised, and you will lend to many nations but will borrow from none. You will rule over many nations, but none will rule over you. If anyone is poor among your fellow Israelite in any of the towns of the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not be hard-hearted or tight-fisted towards them. Rather be open-handed and freely lend them whatever they need. Be careful not to harbor this wicked thought the seventh year. This year for canceling debts is near, so that you do not show ill will toward the needy among your fellow Israelites, and give them nothing. They may not appeal to the Lord against you, and you will be found guilty of sin. Give generously to them and do without a grudging heart. Then because of this, Lord your God will bless you in all your work and in everything you put your hand to. There will always be poor people in the land. Therefore I command you to be open-hearted toward your fellow Israelites who are poor and needy in your hand. Freeing servants. If any of your people, Hebrew men or women, sell themselves to you and serve you 6 years, in the 7th year you must let them go free. And when you release them, do not send them away empty-handed. Supply them liberally from your flock and your thresh floor and your wine press. Give them to the Lord as your God has blessed you. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and the Lord your God would redeem you. That is why I give you this command today. But if your servant says to you, I do not want to leave you, because he loves you and your family is well off with you, then take an awl and push it through his earlobe in the front door, and he will become your servant for life. Do not do the same for your feeble servant. Do not consider it a hardship to set your servant free, because their service to you made these 6 years have been worth twice as much as that of a hired hand, and the Lord your God will bless you in everything you do. The firstborn animals. Set apart for the Lord and your God every firstborn male of your herds and flocks. Do not put the firstborns or your cows to work, and do not shear the firstborn of your sheep. Each year you, your family, are to eat them in the presence of the Lord your God at the place he will choose. If an animal has a defect, is lame or blind, or has any serious flaws, you must not sacrifice it to the Lord your God. You are to eat it in your own towns. Both the ceremonially unclean and the clean may eat it, as if it was gazelle or deer. But you must not eat the blood. Pour it out on the ground like water. Deuteronomy 16, the Passover. Observe the month of Aviv, and celebrate the Passover of the Lord your God. Because in the month of Aviv he brought you out of Egypt by night. Sacrifice as the Passover to the Lord your God an animal from your flock or herd at the place the Lord would choose as a dwelling for his name. Do not eat it with a bread made with yeast. For 7 days eat unleavened bread, the bread of affliction, because you left Egypt in haste, so that all the days of your life you may remember the time of your departure. From Egypt let no yeast be found in your possession in all your land for 7 days. Do not let any of the meat you sacrifice on the evening of the first day remain until morning. You must not sacrifice the Passover in any town the Lord your God gives you, except in the place he will choose as a dwelling for his name. There you must sacrifice the Passover in the evening, when the sun goes down, or on the anniversary of your departure from Egypt. Roast it and eat it at the place the Lord your God will choose. Then in the morning return your tents for 6 days, eat unleavened bread. On the 7th day hold an assembly to the Lord your God, and do no work. The Festival of Weeks. Count off 7 weeks from the entire time you begin to put the sickle onto the standing grain. Then celebrate the Festival of Weeks to the Lord your God by giving a freewill offering in proportion to the blessings the Lord your God has given you, and rejoice before the Lord your God at the place he will choose as a dwelling for his name. You, your sons, your daughters, your male and your female servants, the Levites in your towns, and the foreigners and the fatherless and the widowless living among you. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and follow carefully these decrees. The Festival of Tabernacles. Celebrate the Festival of Tabernacles for 7 days. After you have gathered the produce of your threshing floor and your winepress, be joyful at your festival. You, your sons, daughters, your male and female servants, and the Levites, the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows who live in your towns. For 7 days celebrate the festival to the Lord your God at the place the Lord will choose. For the Lord your God will bless you in all your harvest and all the work of your hands, and your joy will be complete. 3 times a year all your men must appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose, at the festival of unleavened bread, the festival of weeks, and the festival of tabernacles. No one should appear before the Lord empty-handed. Each of you must bring a gift in the proportion to the way the Lord your God has blessed you. Judges. Appoint judges and officials for each of your tribes in every town the Lord your God is giving you, and they shall judge the people fairly. Do not pervert justice or show partially. Do not accept a bribe for a bribe. Blinds the eyes of the wise and twist the words of the innocent. Follow justice and justice alone, so that you may live and possess the land the Lord your God is giving you. Worshipping other gods. Do not set up any wooden Asherah pole beside the altar you build to the Lord your God, and do not erect a sacred stone, for these the Lord your God hates. That was quick and fun. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. It was taken from